There is a continued belief that a lot of these HYIP sites will stay up forever. And I've chatted about BitConnect, chatted about Laser Online, I've chatted about, I know BitConnect will frustrate some of you in the audience there, but hey, these are my opinions. If you are offended by them, you can feel free to dislike and write a comment why, but if you like it, hey, it's, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. So I've chatted about those two. I've chatted about Chain Group. Actually, no, that's coming up because that fell down. And yeah, you guys are going to get a sneak peek of what's coming soon. So there's a couple other groups that fell down this past week. I've chatted about Control Finance, so that's down. Laser Online used to redirect to BitConnect, and now that's like fully gone. And I don't know what's going on with that, but today we're talking about USI-TECH because everybody has been bothering me about, not really bothering, you guys have been wanting to know my opinion about it for the past couple of months. Some of you have invested in it, some of you have been wanting to invest, and since 2018 is a new year coming, I think, well, with more and more investors, and if the continual rise of these cryptocurrencies goes on for a little bit, there might be plenty of more scam sites to come out. So this is kind of a warning video. Definitely stay tuned. Okie dokie. Yeah, so as I said from the very beginning of this, it's after Christmas and people are probably just getting back from their dinners. They're opening up YouTube. They see, oh no, Kubera mentioned something that is really triggering me. I've invested my money into this program. There's no absolute way it can fall down, ever. And then it does, so whoops. Yeah, this has happened multiple times over the past year where, even just not me, like I've seen this with other sites, okay? Long before I even got into cryptocurrency YouTubing, I've just been observing what's been happening on Steemit, where a lot of people on Steemit originally were promoting scam sites, and then that led me to other sites, which Steemit itself I don't think is personally a scam. Some people may, some people think Bitcoin's a scam, some people think the internet's a scam, whatever. But there's a distinct difference between investing into a platform that has a cryptocurrency or just the cryptocurrency itself for speculation as one of the top cryptocurrencies, and investing into a program that promises to make a cryptocurrency, or I don't know, there's like no plans whatsoever, and they're just like, yeah, here's some guaranteed returns, or even if it's not guaranteed, it's bringing you results that otherwise would kind of be a little sketchy to look at, but since everybody else is in the Bitcoin craze, you're just like, hey, why not? We got 500 bucks, boom, throw it in. So here's my opinion. First of all, are HYIPs horrible? Not so much. You're actually able to make a little bit of money. So here's what I did with Laser Online. I promoted it for a little bit after some people were like, oh no, you can't promote, and then they still invested their money and they're like, well, you can't go against it, you can't go for it. And I realized that people will hate me regardless of whatever path I choose. So I decided, let's take a chance, let's invest my own money. So I put my money where my mouth is. I threw some into Control Finance, lost that. I threw some into BitConnect, and I threw some into Laser Online. And yes, I did go into BitConnect because everybody else was doing it, so why not? I knew already in my mind that I threw away this $1,000. Like if all three sites fell down, that's it, I lost my $1,000. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I'd be like, oh, okay. When Control Finance fell down, I was like, cool. I mean, that's what I expected to happen. So I lost like $302. Now, my profit from BitConnect and Laser Online immediately like doubled or tripled or quadrupled, whatever it was. So I didn't care about the $1,000. I made profit. And as soon as I made some profit, I took my money out, or at least with BitConnect, like, I'm taking stuff out. I still have profit, so it's like, I don't care. If BitConnect falls down, cool, whatever, that's what it is. I personally don't have any need to invest into HYIPs anywhere because there's a point where you get too greedy, right? And whatever profit you made, you might just lose that, or you might go into the negatives, right? But if you have an extra $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000 just chilling around, and you've already invested in the top 20 cryptocurrencies and gold and silver, and you have a house and land, and you've invested into plenty of ICOs and you're bored, sure, why not? Go into a couple HYIPs. Even if 90% fall and there's that one who's just a real winner, hey, you might make a lot of profits. So as long as you take out a little bit each time. Now I'm discussing all of these because I'm leading up to what's going on with USI-TECH, okay? Some of you already have checked out of the video because it's too long, you're bored, and you think I am just some crazy guy who has no idea what he's talking about. So be it, that's it. I'm just a guy with a camera doing some YouTube videos. Again, this is just my opinions, maybe my advice a little bit here and there. I'm certainly no expert, even though sometimes I like to throw that title in, just as a joke, really, duh. I just made a little bit of money with cryptocurrencies and I thought I'd share. So, Laser Online fell after a month. Like I predicted, okay, it's probably going to fall at like $100 million. They kept going further, so that's when I stopped promoting it, right before it was under 100 million. So people who followed, probably they got all their money out, or most of it. I got most of my money out. I did lose actually the potential to earn plenty more, probably like an extra couple $1,000s, because it did stay up for a long time after that. And I also did lose a couple $100 that was just in my account. But it fell down, and now people are chasing him around. There's entire Facebook groups, the CEO, the team members of Laser. No one's been found yet. Nobody found the Control Finance guys. Nobody really knows who the BitConnect heads are. Like, there are some heads, but nobody really knows if they are who they say they are. Same with USI-TECH. So sure, there's some key players in it. Nobody fully knows if they are the lead roles. However, if these guys are, then here's where the fun starts. Okay, so this is actually from the Laser Online group, but it's been posted multiple times over. I just thought I'd read this because it's nice and neat and organized. So, USI-TECH claims to have its headquarters in Dubai. The address they provide is a P.O. Box. USI-TECH Limited P.O. Box 122036, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. USI-TECH began its pre-launch in September 2016. So, it's been a year, over a year, and it's approaching a year and a half. Sure, okay, it's been going on for a little bit longer than Control Finance and Laser Online, but that doesn't mean, you know, time doesn't really give much of a variable to look at. I mean, it's not a question of if this will fall, it's a question of at. It's not a question of if this will fall, it's a question of when. But as I've said, after you watch enough American Greed, Ponzi scams stuff, fantastic TV show by CNBC, by the way, there's been hundreds and hundreds of Ponzi's done over the past couple of decades, whether it's cryptocurrencies, whether it's normal stuff, whether it's stealing from grandmas, whatever it is. If you look at 2008, after there was a giant economic recession, a lot of Ponzi's fell out. And if you guys remember Bernard Madoff, he ran a $64 billion Ponzi scheme over multiple decades. So again, size doesn't matter and length of time doesn't matter. The longer it goes on, the higher chances of it falling down. But there's this nice sweet spot where if it passes, you know, a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time, and you're sorta one of the first investors, maybe not the first investor, but sorta towards the front, then you have a good chance of making money. And then also if you're getting commissions and promoting and stuff, and then you decide to get out and it continues to go on, sure, you're able to profit. The main guys are profiting. They've taken all the money, and that's just how these scams work. So it's a little bit strange to have a P.O. box when you're a multi-million-dollar conglomerate. They're not a conglomerate, but they want to be. They're making it seem like they want to be. So this person was unable to find USI-TECH listed as a registered company in Dubai. A little bit strange. The registration number ICC 201-60282, return not found. It turns out they're registered as a company in Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah is a common place for offshore companies to register a company in the UAE. A little bit strange. That's happened multiple times with companies based out of Britain or the Cayman Islands, or you know, even in like Delaware, for example, for tax purposes, or just offshore companies. There's some weird, sketchy stuff. I don't know the full legal terms of all that stuff, but I'm sure if you had a nice lawyer, he'd be able to pinpoint exactly which locations and which areas of the world are able to pretty much cover your butt when stuff hits the fan. There's no way to know where USI-TECH is actually located, and supposedly the founders are Yao Severino and Ralph Gold. So these guys have actually had decent marketing. They've been promoting it a little bit. They have their multi-level marketing scheme going on, which that necessarily isn't a bad thing, but in combination with other things, giant red flags, right? So Yao, which his real name is I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that, Felipe Fernandez Severino. He has been barred from financial activity in Portugal because he has been involved with another scam called AMC Invest. So that's a little out there, huh? He's been barred by a government for being involved in financial fraud. Well, you know, people change, so it's like, whatever. Give him a chance. AMC Invest offered 10% interest per month on investments, and it ended up scamming hundreds of people before it was taken down by the authorities. People were arrested for the scam. So it's not just like, oh, the government barred him, whatever. People were actually arrested. Ralph Gold has also promoted many money-making schemes in the past. Ads Profit Reward 2012, MX Fast Money 2013, World Consumer Lines 2013, Hourly Rev Share 2013, all of these are 2013. Ads Profit Whiz, APR Clicks, then 2014, Upper Game, and then he probably had enough money where he's just kind of chilling, and oh, suddenly cryptocurrencies, hello, and probably had some side projects that we're not too familiar with. That's pretty much that. So USI-TECH's team is sketchy. Their whole promise of crazy returns is a little sketchy, but let's go to their website. I'm not going to go fully into depth here because you guys see the same patterns with all of this stuff, right? Multiple scams have fallen this week. Multiple have fallen this month, last month. Every month there's multiple giant scams, and then there's hundreds of these small little websites that steal like 10 grand, 50 grand, whatever it is. So the first thing you do is you go onto their website, transform your life with our innovative and automated Bitcoin trading platform. Awesome, cool. Better way to Bitcoin. Now that's not bad, but just sounds a little bit weird. Better way to Bitcoin, just saying, all right? So I already have my suspicions even before I knew that the team isn't really necessarily like, boom, straight English speaking or from an English speaking region. It's just a little worded funny, but that's not the thing that caught my eye. Right after that was 35% referral commissions over 12 levels. That is a lot of levels. That's BitConnect pays 7%. This pays 35%. Laser Online paid 10%, like technically. Technically they went up to 12%, but really it was 7 to 10 and they like lied about it. And so that's why I say like it really was 7 to 8% for most people. So 35%. Maybe they're lying about this and it's like 20, 30, it's still giant. So that immediately kind of makes you think like if someone puts in 100 grand, $35,000 goes to that person. That's huge. So, all right, well, let's continue. This isn't necessarily a giant thing, but again, something to think about. We pride ourselves in delivering a technology that you won't find anywhere else. We are enabling smaller investors to finally get involved in the Forex and Bitcoin markets and have real success. You don't really need a V there, but it's not something crazy. I know I'm just being really OCD about that, and you continue and read multiple times that they use like the, or there's like commas where they shouldn't be, but again, I'll give them some slack. They're not, we know the main guy, he's been involved with some scams. I mean, he's from Portugal, so it's cool. USI-TECH is a technology company that specializes in the development of automated trading software in the Forex market and the Bitcoin currency. The Bitcoin currency, that's a little bit strange, I'd say, but yeah. All right, so how do you get started? Simply click one of the Get Started Now buttons on this page and register for free. Once you're registered, they'll take you to the dashboard and they'll walk you through the quick steps. They'll just take your money and that's it. Like, you don't really have to worry about it. Oh, and you might get some returns later on, but don't worry about that. We just want your money, but you're not going to get it back, all right? Fantastic company policy. However, I am biased. I wouldn't be promoting USI-TECH because it's already been around for a while. And if you were an investor, even if you do throw your money into HYIPs, that's not necessarily a bad thing as long as you get it out in time. This has been running for a little bit, and there are multiple red flags already, where that means that these guys were just sloppy at covering it up, unlike other scams where usually they go a little bit further. And also their marketing, like it's better than most other HYIPs. However, I've also noticed on Instagram that they've repeated multiple posts and the following isn't like that crazy, but whatever, that's that. My name is Michael Cabrera. Thanks so much for watching. Please like if you liked it and dislike if you hated it. So enjoy your holidays and stuff like that. If you are going to invest, just remember, maybe there's going to be a new one that falls down on New Year's Eve, new one that falls down next week, and the week after that. So, yeah.